do this. Alright. We are live. Just woke up from a nap. I worked 8 to 4 and then walked to get my ring sized. Alright, we're gonna do a full game. Okay. Skip this. Alright. So, let's see, what are we gonna try and do? We're gonna spell our name.
Light it up!
Who do we want to be? We're gonna... I need to make this a little bigger. We're gonna get a bag of regular cocaine. No. We're gonna do the tampon and do Vera. And remember to go to the bathroom, because we did it last time. That's what we're gonna do. So, Vera. She's Medusa woman. She's a Medusa woman. She's confident. She's cocky. Okay. She's cool with this little creature. Oh, she likes smarts, charm, and money. Okay. Smarts, charm, and money. Got it. Yeah. Money. Change fix global warming, go ahead. Invented a designs. The world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships, right? Okay. Okay. Who's peeling electronic? Very. Software, that's Scott. That is Polly. That I think is Liam. Hawaii Eyes has to be Miranda. That's Damien. So this has to be Vera. Yeah. Did it.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Okay, so we start out with 9 money. We need 15 smarts and 11 charm. Okay. Let's go to class. Colors and favorite lessons. Ooh, smarts. Okay. Hi, Vera and Liam engaged in their favorite pastime. A variation of people watching called Monster
So
Garden.
pathetic.
Oh, do you see what she's wearing? Newsflash. Lime green stripper boots do not go with chupacabra fur.
So mainstream.
At least she made a choice. I've already seen 6 people wearing the same Air Gorgon sneakers. We really are the lucky ones, Liam. Most people are just absolutely hideous. But even their hideousness is mediocre. Most people are hideous, but we have yet to see one who is the most hideous. I wonder what such an abomination would even look like. I think that's fun. Yeah, so smart. I think someone understands what I've been saying all along. It's not people who are ugly, it's society. I mean that conceptually, people in general are still kind of ugly. If everyone stopped focusing so much on society's beauty standards, long fangs, tight wings, thick horns, and started focusing on important things like artisanal bread and correct bands, think how much better we would be.
Your one and only.
Maybe then society would be as beautiful as... Though probably not. And stunning. Never forget that. Vera Oberlin was #1 on the Perseus pamphlet's list of most gorgeous gorgons. Aren't there only like 3 gorgons? You would never forget. Mostly because you didn't know in the first place. But hey, either way, you gained 2 smarts and 1 charm. Doo-doo.
Let's do this!
Is this what I'm gonna do? Okay, yeah. Hi, Damien and Vera. fire, contemplating a huge slab of unidentified prime meat. Alright, Damien, I know we had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition. Like when you told me not to bring all my knives. But I trust we can put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labors. You mean the meats of our labors? Yes. Together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our... Wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not even going to try using fire on it? Of course I used fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at a lit stove. Did the fire ever, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare. Like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower. Culinary? Damien, please, let's be reasonable about this. Hello, Tristan. We are attempting the bloody tampon ending. What is reasonable? We're smooching Vera, gotta get a bloody tampon, and help with a goat sacrifice. We can't come to an agreement. Let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Tori will surely make the intelligent choice for us. Isn't that right? Oh god, I have to say that meat should be raw. I'm cooked already. Rub some ice on it and douse it in blood quick. Quite right, quite right. Someone turn off the heat. Get a frost wizard in here. Fetch me more blood from the blood bank. What the fuck? I'm not gonna eat a big chunk of raw meat. How am I supposed to ensure maximum suffering without fire? Oh darn, guess I'm going to have to enjoy this whole juicy steak by myself. Whatever, I'm gonna go burn down a burger joint and eat whatever survives the fire. Good for you, Damien. Live your best life. Vera slips you a thick stack of cash under the table. Fortunately, she pays you in Vera bucks. More fortunately, your stack of Vera bucks is redeemable for 4.5 minutes of intimate eye contact. Juicy. They're both horrific. Both of those options weren't good.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Okay.
Give me your money.
Give me your money. Aww. The tampon's not here. I'm just gonna
Later, Gator.
Putting challenge? The putting challenge? I don't know what to do with the putting challenge. What did it just do to me? Give me a minute. What is this? Putting challenge. No, okay. Putting challenge. Lowers every stat except money. Cool. That's all it does. You just don't like men, Tristan. So that gift did nothing. Like, it just ruined everything, so that's cool. Buy the bloody
Give me your
tampon.
money. Later, Gator.
Okay.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Vera's drinking her customary lunchtime scotch, because you can drink whatever the hell you want at this school. But Scott's not making it easy for her.
Bro.
Hey Vera, what you drinking?
What?
Scotch. Bye. This smells like a delicious forest fire, and I'm curious, what's it called? Scotch. Yes? No, that's what it's called. What? Scotch. Yes. No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's Scotch. It's mine? No, it's mine. Then why is it called Scott's? It's just what it's called. Oh, it's like an energy drink for Scots? I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people. Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as it's possible to be. I'm the most Scot. No, what will it take to get you to drop this issue? Scott's not gonna drop it unless you do something. So you cut in and say, yeah, and it's called Scott's, which it is, it's obvious Bears. So everything at Scott's is actually Bears. You're right, Scott. They're trying to age your birth rate. Chug chug. Okay. Don't you mean today isn't opposite day? No. I'm not sorry, not Vera. I guess I'll be taking your drink? Wink? Wait. Time out. If everything that Scott is Vera's, do I have to give Vera all my stuff? Yes. Oh, okay. Does Vera have to give me all her stuff? Sure. Unfortunately for you, I have no stuff. All my possessions are owned by cleverly disguised shell companies. Now hand over your wallet. Okay, okay. Boy, opposite day sure is the best, isn't it? It sure is. After Scott leaves you alone, you and Vera definitely don't spend all his money on cocaine. Definitely not. No cocaine.
Let's do this.
Alright, I need to get my smarts back. That day, the teachers just started. Yeah. Later, you see Liam rolling his eyes at his phone. You ask him what's up before he can roll them right out of his head. I'm having trouble with my status in social network, TM. Expressed a positive opinion about bug manicures, which I absolutely meant ironically. And now my so-called friends are responding with blatantly unironic pictures of themselves with therapeutic fluid to their nails. Gross. I know being aloof and misunderstood is my brand, but I want to be misunderstood on my terms, not theirs. What kind of status could I post that would be idiot-proof? I don't post that everyone currently rating me status as an idiot. Vague blog for your life. This is boldness. I don't have boldness. But I also probably don't have whatever this stat is. It's probably creativity. Not so bold. If there's one thing idiots don't understand, it's their own idiocy. I post a status like that, it'll be the one time everyone takes it ironically. I'll use the mwahaha reaction button and the wings up of approval. Ugh, never mind. Open and honest communication online, you're the idiot. You lose 3 smarts.
Let's do this.
I have to buy
What's
some
that?
things. I can't do shit. Okay.
No refunds.
My smarts are up. We're at a place. We're at a place.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay. Here we go. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins of Vera. Vera? Vera. Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, the swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. You hear that, Patrick? We gotta learn some swan folding for our wedding. I feel like Tristan could probably already do it. Tristan had like an origami phase, is still in the origami phase. Wait, yeah, I got it. This is almost a swan. Is it a swan? I think it's a crane. Tristan did this. Tristan, can you fold a napkin into a swan and will you do it 100 times for me? As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. And well, that's fair. I don't know if the no is you can't do it or you won't, but fair either way. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all of the guests. Ooh. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction? You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. You fold the napkin like so. It creates a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins. This writhing snake fold is for when it's time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin folds. That's quite a specific fold. Under what circumstance would one use... Oh, I see. Damn right you see, and notice how my whole head is covered in writhing snakes. It's basically, just assume that don't talk to Vera about napkin time is all the time. It's a year-round festival. People the world over celebrate it by not folding napkins at me. Well, it's not a very elaborate napkin fold, is it? Explain that what your fold lacks in complexity makes up for with the 12 ounces of cobra venom it can spit at will. Right, well, I see we subscribe to different schools of napkinry. I'll leave you to it then. Your reward for running Miranda off is a one-on-one lunch with Vera. You've never felt so alive. I need money.
Let's do this!
I also need charm. And smarts. Later you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is what I figured, but you might as well find out why. I was practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course, and I really do consider the whole thing way beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity bitch thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not that branded either. Continuing a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume it goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is where exactly I can find the details for a proper blood ritual. Don't we ask for Coven? They're witches that should know all about blood magic. Literally just search the internet, like that's literally what it's there for. I don't know which one's smart. I think it's this one. No. Of course I knew those basic bitches would come in handy one day. Yeah. Well, it's too late for that. Actually, I really didn't. I always thought they were pretty useless, but I'm never mad to be proven wrong when it serves me. With the skills you gain during the extra credit summoning seminar, you call forth the woman. What is it now? Is there some emergency? Is the world in need of saving? Of course not. The world is the worst. Why would I ever want to save it? No, I just want to be prom queen and I need some blood magic to guarantee my victory. I figured you three could do something productive for once. In no circumstance will be revealing any magical secrets to help a petty little brat be the prom queen. Genuinely cannot think of a more frivolous use of blood magic than this egotistical little side quest. Every time I think the students of the school cannot be any more ludicrous. Yeah. When I need your opinion, I'll ask for it. You're the one who called us here! Yeah, and a lot of help you've been. Now get out of my sight before I use my sight to turn you to stone. Vera turns to your sorry ass. Hi, that includes you. Useless. I'll find the ingredients myself. Thanks for nothing. Yeah, useless. Use 2 smarts and 1 charm. Alright, so we're pivoting.
Let's do this!
Pivoting. Fuck it. Just gonna buy a fucking bag of Coke. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You see lots of people with a sensationalist vague. I don't agree with this. Yeah. Later, you're wandering through the halls when you hear a voice from around the corner. Hi. Psst. I seem to have accidentally turned a bitch to stone with my gaze. Don't get me wrong, she totally deserved it. Her nose is obviously fake. Plus that nail polish, abominable. But this isn't exactly the first time I've done this, and Principal Giant Spider said if I did it again, I'd get detention. So now I need to dispose of yet another body, and I thought that since you're so attractive and kind and clever, you'd be willing to cover up the literal murder I've committed. No questions asked, right? Easy. Well, should I strap in some stuff from the theater and set her on the quad like she's a new art piece? That's creativity, don't got it. Never you fear, my lovely murderess. My good buddy, Mr. Hammer, will make short work of the evidence. I'll even give you the nose as a trophy. That's charm. Yeah, she didn't have the good sense to dress herself up. I'm not going to spend valuable time on her. I will not be wasting my impeccable fashion sense on that stone hoe. And I certainly won't sully the Oberlin name by claiming credit for this aesthetic disaster. I mean, look at her. She's almost ugly enough to turn me to stone.
Mediocre.
Now leave me alone before I make you join her. Fairy doesn't manage to petrify you before you flee, but you do feel pretty stoned in class next period. You lose 2 smarts and 1 charm. Alright, we're pivoting. Cocaine and Scott. That's what we're pivoting
Let's
to.
do this.
Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that.
Touchdown!
Go, Lefty! Gobble that mouse! No, watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind. Use that tongue! Go! Does this every week or so whenever my snakes need a meal. Seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's even given them names. Go Slither, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snake! Those aren't their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. It seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling, Snake! That's the spirit. Get your head in the game, Sanchez. Do snakes have heads, or are they just neck and face? Whoa, check it out. Bendy's been behind all season with a record low BMI. That's body mass index. The index is because I wrote it on this index card. But now she's hungry for victory. Let's go, Bendy. Swallow that glory. Snakes really do seem to enjoy having the audience. They're really hamming it up. Or should it be snaking it up? Your wild cheering motivates Bendy to really go all out. She tries to grab the mouse out of Lefty's jaws, but the two end up tearing it in half. Ah, my scalp! It'll take my snake charmer / hairdresser hours to get those organs out. Oh, major foul on Bendy there. She's gonna be out for the rest of the season. Damn right she is. I'm having her muzzled, and her name is Spirulina. By the time Vera's cleaned up the blood and run off, you've made plans to meet with Scott to watch the next match. Nice. Gotta buy some cocaine.
Let's do this.
Show me that money.
Money. I'm too poor for the cocaine and it costs 10. Okay. I should like buy something else, but I also should save up for that. Dragon heart. What do I do with the dragon heart? Give me 1 second. It doesn't say. Oh, an erotic fan fiction about dragons? Oh, I don't have to go to with anyone for that one? Alright. Oh, that's dragon feet, not even dragon heart. Alright, we're just gonna do this since I can't afford the cocaine. Alright.
No refunds.
No refunds. Good, I didn't want them. I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's do this.
Alright, I need just anything, honestly. I have 0 money, fucking 0 charm. Alright. Yeah, let's get some charm. Wandering down the hallway, reading Dragon Heat as discreetly as you can, which apparently isn't very, because Polly and Vera clock this immediately. Like, are you actually reading erotic fanfiction about dragons?
Yeah.
Because we love Dragon Heat. I'm all about 19th century Russian literature, but a ghost girl can't say no to some erotic fanfic. Am I right? I've literally been working on my Morgana and that Breast Street cosplay all week. Don't worry about why. Speak for yourself, Polly. I've never. Okay, fine! I may read Dragon Heat, but don't go around just telling people. Shh, we're clearly safe with her. A fellow Dracophile always can be trusted. You sure? I mean, anyone into Dragon Heat must have a wicked mind. 297 chapters and counting, and it still manages to amaze me with all new levels of wrong. Yeah, right? Fucking love it. Yet, I must admit, I'm a bit vanilla when it comes to fave chapters. Mine is the one where Harold McDonghard, Horus the Hydra, and the deranged Draco Delacourt have to rest at an inn after the choking Bay adventure. First of all, I had to burp during that whole thing, but also, what? Only to discover they have just one available bed. You can have one bed without fucking. I slept in a bed with like 3 or 4 people and not a fuck happened. There's only one bed, the classic fanfiction trick that never fails. Ah, yes, that one was good. I personally prefer the one where Nessaria unmasks her masked savior after a passionate kiss, only to discover it's herself, and then they totally bang. What? I'm not a fan of time travel, but sign me up for some good self-zest. Amen. What about you, Tori? What's your favorite story arc? Nothing to worry about. You'll just be revealing your inner king to us. No pressure. The Excalibur arc, where they wanted to discover the chosen one who can control the mythical Excalibur dildo, and they have a super orgy, so everyone can have their turn with the dildo. That's very unsanitary. Like, are they sanitizing it between each use? I don't think that's how orgies work. What about this exclusive chapter I've written myself? So that's creativity. I have 3 creativity. And as long as this isn't charm, we're good. Fuck! Failing everything. With this Excalibur arc. I mean, it's a good one, don't get me wrong. But it's kind of controversial, don't you think? The great King Fellatio III organized this Excalibur trial, where everyone tried out the mythical Excalibur dildo. And it was all in good fun, but it turned out the legend was a lie invented by the king, who just wanted to have an orgy with everyone. So even if everyone enjoyed it a lot, it spawned a very long and necessary conversation on consent. With Vera here. Also, they never depicted any proper orgy preparation. And being the literature buff I am, I can understand the writer didn't want to spend time there, and the reader should assume it happened, but it's still kind of problematic too. Nothing is good as a good old orgy, but not so good if it lacks the correct preparation for health and hygiene. You know, Tori, I'm not sure what to think if this Excalibur arc is your favorite in Dragon Heat. We can assume she just wanted to play cool and edgy to impress us, and she failed. Yeah, boo, don't go all try hard on us. There's nothing as sexy as being yourself. Agreed. Will they leave? Well, you failed that one. Kind of difficult not to try too hard romancing them, since this is technically a dating sim. Still, you lose 2 charm and 1 boldness. I have no stats.
Let's do this!
I don't even know what I should be attempting to do at this point, because I fucked everything up. Try to quietly yourself when a window opens in the fabric of space, revealing the interdimensional presence.
Greetings, my love.
Greetings, hero. I have a task for which no hands are fit but yours. The portal is sealed against me, which I have not strength enough to open. Please help me to break the seal. On this jar of kosher dill pickles. Seriously, you take the jar from him, pop off the lid, and hand it back to him. Maybe he'll leave you alone now. Oh, bless you, hero. Your noble deeds deserve a noble title. Yes, I will give you 1 free noble title doable now. Maybe he'll leave you alone if you accept the title. Anyway, having one would be sweet. You check his phone to see your options. Foreign minister in charge of extreme handsomeness, that's charm. Most unscrupulous treasurer. An excellent choice, and your timing couldn't be better. A last unscrupulous treasurer. We're just as absconded with half our funds. Let me just give you my account numbers, the key to my money pit, and the combination of my safes. Hey, where did you go? No time to talk. Too busy absconding with funds. You take all you can carry. For money.
Let's do this!
Yeah, let's do this. We get 2... I'm sure I can't. Like, I truly don't know how to do anything. Later, you're carrying around your precious dragon heat when you're spotted by Miranda and Damien. Wow, dragon heat, I love it. Also, you may not know this about Damien just by looking at him, but it turns out that he too is a hopeless romantic at heart. We're reading the same series. I'm in it for Dragon Dog, Mary. Nothing so bad yet so good as a billionaire dinosaur made me gay. Damien, you are being utterly foul. Don't profane the deep emotional connection between Harold McDonghard and Godiva Galantina. deep emotional connection. Is that why the latest chapter ends with Harold finally boning Godiva, and then she wakes up to find him gone? The cliffhanger must be entirely misleading. People simply don't abuse each other's love and trust that way. I worry about you, Mary. I really, really do. Just desperately want to know what happens at Dragon Heat. Do you think Harold was capable of being so mean-spirited? True art imitates life. Let's look at Damien's sexy messages to see what he's capable of, shall we? Harold may or may not be a scoundrel, but love is alive and well. Let me take both of you on the greatest three-way first date ever to prove it. That's bold. That's boldness. Don't have boldness. Is the top one creativity, or is it charm? I don't think it's charm. I don't think. You think the top one's charm? Boldness! Like, there's no good option here. They're not both charm. This one's boldness. That one's creativity, and that's my highest one, so fuck. The other one was not smarts. Aha! That'll solve everything forthwith. Real-life logic applied to fictional circumstances always clears things up. God, no way. Damien suddenly sets his phone on fire. Wow, if you went to those links to protect your privacy, that must mean... My privacy is, I don't know, private? You must have the secret to what happens next in Dragon Heat, and you're protecting it. How are you in possession of such valuable information? You have to share it with me. I'm not. Fuck. I just don't want you to look at my phone, Miranda. I don't want anyone having download. Awesome. Now everyone is screaming and no one is happy. Great move. You lose 2 smarts and 1 charm. I have negative charm.
Let's do this.
I don't really know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. You find her sulking backstage. She notices you standing there, waiting for an exciting event to happen. Are you in this disaster? I hope they're at least paying you. Not you either. Lord, what a waste of financial opportunity. I have to admit, even I can't decide on how to profit on it. The school won't sign off on a VIP lounge, a cash bar, or a toll booth in front of the bathrooms. It's almost as if theater is an incredibly lucrative industry after all. But that's preposterous. There must be a way. Bets. Very rigged bets. Hero goes down in the second act. Just buy the play out and force them to use product placement. I don't have money. This is probably boldness. Or is it smarts? Oh, I should have read this. You know who goes to school plays? Coach and Liam. Yeah, that's right. Everybody else in the audience is hobos who wandered in because it was warm. What did you think, Matt Damon was going to show up? You're clearly not using the brain of yours. 2 smarts and 1 creative. Okay. I have no stats.
Let's do this.
No stats whatsoever. At all. Taking a break from socializing with the show lunch, and punches with me. The Slayer, and she's hiding in the gym.
Prepare to die!
Eat me, pain-free. Now I'm going to punch your other apple. You just threw your apple at her. Finally, I used for that red delicious. You defeated the Slayer. She flees, leaving 2 pieces of loot behind. The loot flashes rapidly, getting ready to disappear, almost as if you're in some kind of video game. No time to contemplate the nature of existence. Bake some loot before it's all gone. Garlic rice and holy water, 1 monster's weakness, another monster's dinner. Gun that shoots steaks with... Okay, that's bold. Yeah, it was creativity. No, I don't know. Obviously, you're not going to use it to kill any of your classmates. You're not a monster. You're a monster, not a monster. But later in biology class, the teacher calls on you without warning. You panic, because who has time to do the reading when you're trying to smooch your classmates? Well, your panic turns into self-assurance when you hear the teacher question, what do flies do? Rather than responding with lame-ass spoken words, you respond by firing a wooden stake straight into the chalkboard. Eat shit, exclaims the teacher. Why, that's exactly right. Congratulations. You meant to shoot the teacher, but hey, whatever. You gain 4 boldness. Alright. Hi, Allison. Yeah, who needs stats?
Let's do this.
Certainly not me. Me at all. Don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I have 2 decent stats. You're doing the thing that gives you the most life, reading Dragon Heat. When you're approached by Scott and Liam, can I get this one right? Aha, a fellow connoisseur of the Dracophilic arts. Here, Scott and I are also experts on the topic, an unexpected duo.
Hooray!
Yeah, Liam and I are fandom buddies. We love to discuss the things we love on our favorite stuffed wikis and forums. We're the best fandom buds, even if we don't always agree. Like with the Starco and Markiplier thing. Is it Markiplier and... Okay, first let's be clear. I engage in passionate fan conversations, only as an ironic way of celebrating low culture, which I truly despise. Second, for the 100th time, after spending years in a Hecapoo's dimension, Marco is now actually in his 30s, so it isn't right if he dates a 16-year-old girl. What? These details matter, Scott. Think how wrong it would be for me, in my 400 years, to date people from this school if all of you were actually teenagers, instead of being much more conveniently in your 20s. I did point that out. Anyway, enough meta discussion. Scott and I are in a situation. Even if our opinions differ, we agree our opinions are superior in comparison with the rest of the strangers on the Dragon Heat wiki. Yes to that, Liam here is like super smart and I'm a good boy, so my ideas should be good too. With people on the wiki, we really mean sometimes. We need to gain their respect so we can convince them to be good boys too. Scott is right, we need to somehow earn the role of moderators so we can show all of these lesser beings who's boss when it comes to the Dragon Heat fandom. But, how? I'm sure you'll give us an absurd yet effective idea for a solution. This can be expected from the good old Tory. Let's ask them nicely if they can stop behaving like the internet trolls and instead start respecting your opinions. Let's write a powerful fanfic set in the Dragon Heat wiki. Creativity, yes! Yeah! Oh yes, let's fight wielding art as our weapon. Yeah, weapons are fun! Liam opens a new document on his laptop. So let's see. We should create a very nuanced piece of fiction. What about if the 3 of us and the 34,927 users of the Dragon Heat Wiki community were co-workers at a bookshop? Delightfully disruptive, Scott. Keep going. Okay. So we're all mean to each other like in real life, except the town's mayor is visiting the bookshop next month. And it turns out that we're breaking the law, because in this universe, people can't work in bookshops if they're single. And we're all single, not good. Oh, the weight of the conflict. I can even feel it in my fingertips. Amazing, don't stop. Then we all fake that we're married together, the 34,930 of us. Smartly unexpected and astute facade, the tension is overwhelming. Faking a marriage, we all learn more about each other. The mayor comes and he's happy, and everyone is happy until a really bad blizzard comes down, trapping everyone in the bookshop. Uh-oh. Monster Kind versus Nature, the oldest of rivalries. To Liam, who's like super smart, says, "Hi, I'm Liam the vampire. We should all snuggle together to get warm." Desperate situations call for desperate measures, yes. Then the blizzard goes away and everyone is happy and has learned to respect each other thanks to snuggling together, and they all say, "We're saved! Hooray for Liam for being smart, hooray for Scott for being such a good boy, and hooray to Tori for proposing the creation of this nice fanfic." A very meta final touch, Scott. Okay, a masterpiece has been born. It's posted on the wiki, so it's deservedly immortalized. Some hours later, the users of the Dragon Heat wiki started to comment about how moving your fanfic is, how they've met their inner feelings thanks to it, and how they're now capable of acknowledging your leadership skills. And so, we make the 3 of you moderators. Art truly opens people's minds, Scott. I must admit, we've done a true fanfic-atrocious. Hooray! Oh, fanfic-atrocious. Oh la la. You truly impressed these 2. You sexy creative motherfucker. You gained 2 charm and 1 creativity. Awesome. I have 1 charm now. Monster promise tonight. I'm going with none of them.
Let's do this!
Because that's what I'm supposed to do with this fanfic. Will I have succeeded at an ending?
Let's do this!
You asked no one to prom. You told yourself you didn't need anyone. And you know, on a theoretical level, that's completely true. But this just seems like a way of avoiding potential rejection. We all fear rejection, sweetheart, but it's part of life. Victory is for those who try. And you haven't. Prom night is here, and you can't help but wonder if you had a chance to be with any of your classmates. Those who fail have at least tried, and you, tonight, you failed in your own way, without even trying, which was some kind of twist of merit in its own, right? Doubts will haunt you till the day you die. Prom was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and now it's gone. Oh no, wait. This is a video game. You can try and play again. Lucky bastard. I failed at 3 endings. One of them I didn't even have to romance anyone. And I still failed. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. The announcement, yep. You know what? Okay. Ooh. Damien left fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super illegal affair and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Liam honed his most admirable skill, got a job with it. He now designs momentgram filters. Miranda got a job being princess of her kingdom, which was actually kind of her job already. Well, you don't see her complaining about it. For those 6 weeks, okay. And now I just have to keep it. I'm not stupid. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do it again. I can get the 60-minute game into 40 minutes. Alright, I want to get this tampon one done.
Showtime!
But also, we're still going to do the random gift and see if it gives us anything. Honestly, the E was a mistake, okay? You can put a curse on your worst enemy. What would you? Okay. So, if the random gift doesn't give us anything useful for a secret ending, we're going to do the tampon one. So, we need smarts, we need charm, we need money. Right? What we need, right? Yes. Oh, the tampon one. Allison, you don't know the tampon. There's a blood ritual involving a tampon. Okay. We need smarts, we need charm, we need money. You can put a curse on your worst enemy. Would it be the curse of meeting obnoxious people at parties who are okay. You can't rely on the characters occur. I prefer to take it. And then just unsafe Joseph. Okay, that's smart. Fall in love with a wonderful person and need a partner while a partner in disguise. Yeah, okay. So yeah, smart. Yeah, that's smart. I need smarts and I need charm and I need money. Build a 100-foot statue commemorating an event that so that in 1,000 years, archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? Mind-blowing twist your favorite TV show that clearly changed your life. Lawyers instant your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your least favorite political figure. All of these sound bold. All of these sound bold. Are any of them charming? I think this one's charm. But that's fun. Okay. None of them were what I wanted. No, I needed charm. Okay. Okay, we're thinking Vera. The game music is too loud. Okay, there you go. I've lowered it, I think. Okay, cool gift for anniversary. Anything else? That's Damien. I think that's Polly. That's Miranda. Pretty sure they make that Scott. Yeah. A little flower.
Let's do this!
Okay. Okay. We have a lot of smarts. But as we've learned, we need multiple stats to be good. Okay. Got Vera and Polly discussing something. We gotta get in on this conversation. It's bound to be something nasty. Hey.
What?
Are you going to that party tonight at Dale the Mummy's Crypt? The dog star is aligned with Venus or something, so his parents are of pure energy for the weekend. He's got a place entirely to himself. I might stop by. Yay! Yes, listen, Scott's gonna be there too, and I totally want to spike his drink.
Not bad.
I'm interested. What are you thinking? Laxatives or Viagra? Gross. I was thinking something fun like shrooms.
Mediocre.
Shrooms won't even dissolve in his drink, you idiot. You there, back me up on this. What do you think we should put in his drink? Oh, not loading properly. Ooh. Yeah, make it something fun, like shrooms. Moonroot. And it uses werewolf transformation, so he'll be a literal party animal. If you want to make him a laughingstock, use that flower that makes a person fall in love with the first thing they see. You can make him fall in love with a chair or a houseplant. That's creativity. And this is either boldness or fun. Fun. Got it. Yay. I totally have a snack chat filter that makes people look like wolves, too. So we'll use it on him, and then he'll be like a double wolf. A woo! Yeah, snack chat filter. That cool, totally justifies unleashing a vicious beast into an unsuspecting party. We had 2 fun and 1 boldness. I'd also probably just move the
Let's
microphone
do
closer
this.
Alright. I'm gonna go here. Grab your chosen table to find Miranda floating napkins of air. Oh. We already did this one. We're just gonna skip through it. Because we're romancing literally the same person. To had the same outcome.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's... I don't think I can buy it yet. I think I need to wait, actually. So let's get my smarts up. Later that day, you're out shopping with Vera and Polly when a wild cockatrice appears. Gallops through the mall, biting shoppers with its jagged beak and turning them to stone. Scott and Damien come chasing after it, holding a butterfly net and a frilly dress. This isn't our fault. We had nothing to do with this. Another mythical creature crisis, just when I'm starting to enjoy my shopping. Aw, but it's so cute. I bet this vicious chicken dragon really knows how to party. Scott and Damien see everyone looking at them and wisely hide inside a clothing rack. What are you going to do about this creature? Nora, befriend it with a delicious Cinnabon. That's bold. That's charming. Unwrap the delicious Cinnabon to treat you were saving for later and present to the cockatrice. Sniffs it once and then its eyes go wide. Wait, everybody knows cockatrices are allergic to gluten. But it's too late. The cockatrice bites you and you turn to stone. Oh no. Your friends find a wizard to turn you back again, of course. But by then, rumors gotten around that you missed class to go get stoned, so you get detention. Use 2 fun and 1 smart. Now we buy... Oh, I could have... You know what?
Hey, stranger.
I made a mistake. This is $1. Okay. We're gonna buy this.
Later, Gator.
Okay. What's in it? Oh! The shitter! The shitter! Pivoting! The shitter! I need to sneeze also. I need to... Okay. The shitter. Where's it at? There's the gift that keeps on giving. Okay. The shitter. Damien or Liam. So... Damien is 17 boldness and 10 fun. And Liam is 16 smarts and 16 creativity. Yeah, pivoting to the shitter. Of course. Okay. Smarts and creativity. Okay. Or boldness and fun. So we're gonna go for smarts and creativity, which is Liam. So we're going for Liam. Okay. Going for Liam. Smarts and creativity.
Let's do this.
Okay. Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by 2 beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What do these 2 have, bodyguards now? They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards. Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he signed guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder. And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder, it's an identity and a lifestyle. Death style. Whatever. The point is that they won't let us leave until we've eaten our food. Which will be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late. you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful, like in a sexy way. Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan. Dump all of Liam's food onto Polly's plate. With all of the artistic subtlety of performance artist Marina Abramovic, you pour Liam's food onto Polly's plate and through her lap. No, this is literally the exact opposite of what I wanted. Good lord, what a tableau. Tableau. A ghost bewildered by a mountain of unwanted food? This is perhaps my most daring food pick yet. You guys are really throwing me under the bus here, which isn't cool because being thrown under a bus is totally how I died. I don't know what you're talking about, Polly. I have clearly consumed all of my food quite honestly and forthrightly. Lucky for you and Liam, the hobgoblins are total morons. With no secondary theory of mine, they instantly believe Liam's ruse. Liam whisked you away to the afternoon meeting of the Smug's Purity Club, where you spend hours practicing your sneers and gazing into each other's eyes. Okay. Smarts and creativity. Smarts and creativity. I need my skills to go up so that I know what ones to use. You're intrigued by your new little toy when you feel the temperature oddly rising. You're catching a fever, or is it...
What's up?
Hey dumbass, what's that?
Huh?
Why are you playing with a little guy taking a shit? Is it some kind of weird new G.I. Joe? Classic mistake. No, Damien, this is called a Caganer. You wouldn't know, of course. It means shitter. It's a religious thing from the Spanish region of Catalonia. Wait, rewind. How is this poopy boy a religious thing? Well, you know about the nativity scene, right? Catholic people reenacting Jesus' birth and all during the Christmas. Lame. Shut up. Thing is, in Catalonia, Christians build the nativity scene for Christmas with Mary, baby Jesus, and the animals. And of course, this random guy taking a shit nearby behind a bush or something. It is some kind of prank or something. Oh no, it's a very serious thing among Catalans. If you want to make the nativity scene, you better include the Caganer. It's the culturally respectful thing to do.
Whoa,
Ha! Respectful to whom? God damn it, this is priceless. Caganer? Love it. The ultimate action figure. I mean, it fucking beats the lameness out of Christianity and everything. One could say that, I guess. But why did the Catalan people decide to put a guy taking a shit next to the birth of Jesus? Good question. Nobody knows. It's a tradition that has been there for centuries, but no one knows its origins. Catalan people just go for it because it has been done like that since forever. Nobody knows why they put the shitter next to Jesus and yet they've done it for centuries? I must know! The intrigue is killing me! Wow, it really looks as if it was all about to kill him by giving him a seizure. Maybe you can help solve the mystery? Catch a real shitter and interrogate them about it. Get into the mind of the shitter by reenacting the scene. That's creativity and I think I can do it. So creative. Before Damien's head implodes, you take both him and Liam into your car. And just to be clear, by your car, I mean just a car. Get the fuck... Oh, but fuck the concept of ownership, am I right? You drive to a nearby hospital and start look for the place where the pregnant women give birth to, usually babies. What are we doing here? Don't know. It seems like another Tory's foolproof plan. Sure. You finally find a room with someone giving birth to a new someone, but a nurse blocks you from entering. You tell her you want to go in for totally legitimate reasons, and really sell it by assuring her you absolutely won't be taking a shit in there. The nurse thinks and then replies, well, not taking a shit is one of the things we appreciate from people inside hospital rooms. You make a point. Whoa, luckily there's not only a woman giving birth to a baby in that room, but also an oddly placed bush just next to them. Who would have guessed? Woman's in the middle of labor, but you can see your presence is not calming her at all. Shh, relax, we're here because of science. We are not. Damien ignores Liam and focuses on relaxing the soon-to-be mother by patting her gently on her head and giving what you guessed is his best attempt at small talk.
Yo!
So, having a baby, huh? I can relate. I mean, I was once a baby, you know. What about you? Did you used to be a baby too? The woman is very confused, but at least she's not staring at you now. She gives you some sense of intimacy to start pooping in the bush while looking at her during labor. You know what? I refuse to describe this scene. You're the worst nightmare of any narrator, really. So flash forward, you three are grabbing a bite in the hospital cafeteria. That was very unnecessary. Liam, shut up. It's the miracle of life. Plus a rando taking a shit nearby, which probably is not the miracle of life. Maybe the byproduct of it? Who knows? Anyway, Tori, I can't with the suspense. You cracked the mystery of the Caganer. What came to mind when reenacting the whole thing? You reveal it was just plain weird. Well, not plain weird. More like over-the-top weird. That's a shame, but it's not your fault. Your plan was brilliant. You're like the ultimate mastermind or something. This seems to be the fucking mother of all mysteries. I think we have a long way ahead. Get ready and buy some snacks. I feel I regret following you two into this. You bet you will, Liam. Yay! You and 2 smarts for witnessing the miracle of life, and 1 fun for taking such a good poop while you were at it. Wow. Just wow.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Yeah. Later, you see Polly floating around, her ghostly glow less ghastly than usual. Oh hey Tori, I'm just hovering a little low today. Everyone seems so hyped about love, and I love being hyped, but I'm not really sure how this love thing works, you know? I thought I was in love once. I met a beautiful girl at a party and felt this strange magic. My temperature rose, I felt even floatier than usual. Everything was so bright and beautiful, I was ecstatic. Oh, people are in costumes when you go to the auditorium. But then I remembered that I had taken literal ecstasy, so it was probably just that. Classic mistake, am I right? It's some pretty good highs, but they say being in love is the greatest high of all. The next time I'm on a date with someone, what can I do to fall in love? Or float in love, since gravity doesn't actually affect me. Oh, you don't want Polly to float in love with another person, but you like Polly just too much not to help her despite the consequences. Scientifically speaking, people fall in love faster when afraid. Do something fun with them, like getting stabbed. Stare deeply into the eyes for 14 hours. Scientifically speaking, that's smart. Yeah. OMG, great point. I love science. I mean, I don't, but I love it when it gets me drugs or gets me laid. Loved, not laid, loved, in love. With that, Polly disappears, literally, to begin her quest for the terror that is love. She catches up to you a few days later. Hey, so I went on a date the other night with this super cute humanoid. And I took him to a getting stabbed party, just like you suggested. It was awesome. He was so terrified. It was like each time a knife entered him, he got more scared and more in love with me. Then the date continued because he bled out and died and became a ghost, so we had even more in common. Like, I'm over it now, obviously, but I'm pretty sure I was in love for like 15 whole minutes. You got a man murdered to be in love with him for 15 minutes? I think I'm glad I'm engaged. Because if this is what dating's like, next time I'm gonna try and work my way up to 25. Polly in love for 25 minutes? Maybe the next time it'll be with you. Maybe you'll even make it to 50 minutes, or eternity. Either way, you've opened up Polly's heart, metaphorically, to love, and gained 2 charm and 1 smarts in the process. Listen, was I an accomplice, or was I just being a good friend?
Let's do this.
Romancing Liam, right? Yeah, I think. Take your seat beside arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Beer, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally reasonable thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. Make sure to meet all of them first, and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. Makes it extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there, and if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on, somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. Animals may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering. through ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is to teach them the concept of death, so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. I think the bottom one is Liam. Positive. Yes. Well, I can't condone animal cruelty, but I wholeheartedly support animal education. I do like animals, but their illiteracy is my fourth least favorite thing about them. Right between their poor taste in fashion and simplistic views on German cinema. Don't they have simplistic views on all of cinema? Not the worst idea you've ever had. Although, face it, Tori, you are known for having pretty terrible ideas about 50% of the time. Yes. Don't really see building an empire out of private schools for cattle, but with my business acumen... I don't know how to pronounce that word. I guess it's possible. And I can rest secure in the knowledge that I'm solving the bovine education crisis. Helping Liam help cows is like helping you help Liam choose you to go prom with. Or something. Something like that.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Alright. Yeah, let's just get this smarts one out of the way. That day you learned a ton of spells that are all as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to renew sticker stickiness. A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. A spell to gain +2 smarts. Oh, I didn't need to read any of that. That's not even a thing. That's just this. Yeah. We're having a very interesting argument with Liam on which would be Plato's favorite emoji, where he didn't know what emojis are. You've narrowed it down to alien face emoji and paella emoji when Damien interrupts you. Hey, I hereby summon the shitter squad. Please don't call us that. I'll submit your petition to the higher powers, Liam. But now let's focus on what's really important, the Caganer.
Fucking metal!
I did some research on these Catalan people and their traditions, and oh boy, they fucking rock. Each tradition was more badass than the last. They do this thing called calcotades, where they eat these calcot onions with their fucking hands while drinking wine in the most ludicrous ways. These fuck glasses and silverware. Also, there's this Corfox thing, where they basically dress as devils and run down the street holding pitchforks that end in fireworks while dancing to the drums. They're fucking savages. And then I found this other thing called castlers, which is a thing they do in their festivals where they build human towers just because they can. Who knows why? My safest bet is that either a pure display of power or an attempt to reach the sun to punch it in its fucking face. Radical, right? The more I've researched, the more I love these Catalan people. Fucking awesome weirdos. But no clue about the Caganer thing. It's still a mystery. How they started putting a guy taking a shit next to Jesus Christ. Did you know that a few years ago, the Barcelona government even tried to ban the Caganer from the city's nativity scene? The Catalan people got so angry that they forced the government to refrain from this decision. They fought the establishment to keep a random guy taking a shit next to Jesus, and they won.
Oh, that's
They're just kicking ass. I wonder if this is real. Is the Caganer a real thing? Can I just marry an entire region? Or at least have casual sex with it? It's real? Dear. Like, the shit is, like, the region's real. Is the shitter real? The Caganer, I can't pronounce it if I don't look at it. Probably not. And I need to satisfy my urges by unveiling this fucking massive mystery, Liam. But how? I mean, even if the tradition has been there for the last several centuries, we don't even know if it's the real depiction of what happened 2,000 years ago during Christ's birth. You're right, we have to travel to Spain? Well, the tradition is from Catalonia, but the scene depicted is from Belen, Israel. To Israel, then! Before you know it, you're in Israel with these two monsters. You're excited because everyone knows Israel is the most romantic country bordering the Mediterranean Sea? Okay, now what? We should have thought this through before buying those plane tickets. Wow, you really did. It's real. The shitter is real. Wow. Okay, now what? We should... Yeah, I already read that one. Go to Belen and check all the security cameras to know once and for all if a guy was taking a shit while Mary was giving birth to Jesus. Go to Belen and collect all the shits in the vicinity in order to discover the true identity of the shitter. I think the top one. I think the top one fits my stats. Because I think the bottom one is boldness. I think the top one is either creativity or smarts. Or charm. It was smarts! Great thinking as usual, Tori. I think you can technically label it as some sort of thinking. Liam, focus. Which store do you think is the oldest one here? So its cameras could have accidentally recorded Jesus' birth. Do you really need me to answer that?
Huh?
Not really. Look! A Blockbuster! You know what a Blockbuster is, guys. It's a thing that used to be called a video rental store. Back in ancient past, the Romans and the dinosaurs used to buy physical versions of not-fix movies in those places. But back then, the concept of buying wasn't fully developed, and they were forced to give the movies back after a few days. Yep, that's what Blockbuster was for, because we didn't know what buying things was. You're right. I'm sure they were there when Christ was born. Let's steal its security camera tapes. And so you do. Because you're way past the point of being judgmental with the act of stealing. You start checking the tapes. No, this is from last Tuesday. Christ's birth happened way back. Like 3 weeks before that at least. Yes, at least. You're checking 4 months of tapes, the rest of the footage is blank. What a shame. They probably erased all records past 4 months. That's what they want us to believe, Liam. What I believe is that they're trying to hide something from us. Something that might or might not have happened 4 months ago when Jesus was born. I don't know where to start.
Rad!
Me neither. Tori, you've been astute as always, but whoever is keeping the Caganer secret from us seems to always be 2 steps ahead of us. For now. Can we go back to school? Sure, but let's visit some shit first. We go into a very tongue-in-cheek montage, you 3 having a great time in Israel, visiting all the historical landmarks, and doing all kinds of silly shenanigans. For that, you win 3 fun.
Let's do this!
Alright, I need to get my creativity up. Okay. You see Liam staring at his cell phone, sighing deeply. Maybe one of his favorite bands signed to a mainstream record label, or the exact shirt he's wearing is featured on a magazine cover. You decide to check in with him. You know Start Kicker, that vile website where people crowdfund projects not good enough to get real investors? Wow, thanks Liam. Do you know why you exist? Well, today I found something of some interest. A time machine. I mean, it's clearly another terrible overpromise. It'll be released at least a decade after the due date. And in the end, it'll be way shittier than promised, like a toaster attached to a clock. Toaster attached to a clock? Genius! You discreetly write down the idea in your $1 million notebook. Let's see if you can beat those guys to the market. But I was sighing deeply because I couldn't help but think, supposing I were to acquire such a machine, I wonder, where in time would I go? To the Caganer! Who knows the dopest time in Monster Head shirt? Hey, what happened on July 26, 1925, between 2 and 5? I don't know enough about history. Okay. So I think the top one's bold. I think the bottom one is smart. Cool, knew it. Remember, do you remember? It was the dusk after an old Ernest Hemingway party. Me and the boys were celebrating at good old Pamplona, drinking sangria like it was water. They even prepared a special batch for me, without those pesky little pieces of fruit. I must never drink sangria because of those. Little pieces of fruit are the 8th thing I hate the most in my beverages. Right between floor cleaner and sentient milk that has controversial opinions on opera. Excuse me, what? Now, which one is above little pieces of fruit? It must be floor cleaner. Floor cleaner must be 7th, and sentient milk has to be 9th, but also I need to know that story. How? When dawn was imminent, Ernest came to me and said, "Ah, Liam, the world is ours. We could feast on it forever." That's why he's Liam, because Shakespeare was William. And Liam's full name's probably William, and you can't have 2 Williams in the party. And obviously this is not a bill. This Could never be a... Also not a will. Maybe a will. Okay. You're right, Ernest. But remember, I'm a vampire, and you know, the sun also rises. And the rest is history. You were right, my friend. July 26, 1925, 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. was the best of times. And the worst of times. Thanks for making me remember such fond memories. Maybe some night soon we can share some little pieces of fruit-free sangria, create new fond memories of time travel back to once in a while. Whoa, you already booked tickets to those soon-to-be fond memories with Liam, and saved the date in your phone. You gained 2 charm and 1 smarts.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Fruit-free sangria is just one. I don't know. I don't understand much. I think sangria has vodka in it. Or at least that's what my mom told me. So like maybe don't fact check me, but also like fact check me and just know that if I'm wrong, it's my mom's fault. But I think you put hard liquor in sangria. I think sangria is a mixed drink of just alcohol. It's like a softer version of a Long Island. Anyways. Find Liam taking a picture of his food, and Scott taking a picture of also Liam's food? Ah, yes, Scott, snap away. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore.
What?
Artistic what? I'm playing Pokemon's Go, mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game. What do Pocket Mans have to do with my food pick? There's a level 43 Bernard Henson hanging out in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look. Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Bernard Henson? He used to be a chartered accountant, but now he's decided to pursue his dream of being a world-famous potter? The major life change has made him super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams. You got us there! You got us there! Well, I don't care how rare he is. His presence is spoiling my pristine food pick. Spoiling it, but pocket humans are way cooler than boring old food pick. You take that back! Uh-oh, tempers are running a little high. Looks like it's up to you to settle this dispute. Scott's right, Liam. We're taking it. Okay. Scott, look over there. There's a Stuart Hogarth on top of that pile of mashed potatoes. Stuart Hogarth, the strongest accountant-type Pokemon in the game? I don't know if this team has trademark copyrighted pocket humans. If they haven't, somebody should get on this. Somebody should make this. Accountant type? Accountant type? Now the thing is, are they an accountant or are they an accountant? Anyways. What does it even mean to be a strong accountant? Is he like really good at math? No, he's just super buff. The buffest accountant I've got to have him. Scott bounds across the cafeteria and practically dives into Gary Gremlin's mashed potatoes, looking for a Pokemon to capture. Do you think he actually knows how to play Pokemon's Go? Or do you think he just likes diving into people's food? Two of you debate the question while you help Liam line up for the perfect food pick. Later, he lines up some very hot pics of you. What? Is my character just constantly getting laid? Alright.
Let's do this!
I've got the smarts. Now I need the creativity. Still. Right? That's all I need, right? Yeah. Alright. Okay. Later you see Liam scrolling through his phone looking like the embodiment of ennui. Hey Tori, what are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice? Yes. Magnificent! I could use some rather absurd advice. I was exchanging messages with a werekoala on this dating site, and all was going well for a time. But I've grown tired of our exchanges. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my 7th biggest turnoff. Right between sarcasm illiteracy and actually being a pickle and not a person. What? I need that story! How did you mistake a pickle for a person and try to date it? Or do you just not like pickles? Nothing makes sense. Postmodern protocol dictates for me just to ghost him and never talk to him again. That's horrible, and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam, handsomely mysterious, yet a true gentleman. But neither do I want the emotional turmoil of telling him how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an ordeal. So I've settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. That should do it, right? The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis? This is your time to shine. Show Liam you excel at complex sentiments so he might someday feel like sharing them with you. Maybe croissants. This one? This one's gotta be creativity, right? Because I don't understand any of them. That one's smart. Yep, I felt smart clicking it. That one is clearly the best option. How didn't I think of it? Which version should I choose? Little vampire growing disinterested and overly attached werekoala, or little vampire with a silly hat growing disinterested and overly attached werekoala? Silly hat. Maybe the silly hat is not suited for the situation. Let's go with the classic. No, the silly hat lightens the blow. Okay, just sent it. Text me back. Let's see. Oh, the werekoala being understanding of the little vampire's feelings and respecting them even if a bit hurt emoji. Replying back with the formally grateful and ready to move on poop emoji. Look at that, he's just texting me an emoji that's waving his hand like he's saying bye with an expression that says he's going to break all bonds without being resentful about it. Perfect. We solved this as a team. Cheers to us. And cheers to the creative people that have turned every complex feeling and scenario in a friendly and colorful emoji. Gain 2 charm and 1 creativity. Da, 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 da.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. You're walking with Liam later when suddenly a holy crossbow bolt slams into the wall next to you. It's the Slayer.
Prepare to die.
You flee with Liam and manage to get out of sight. Now's the perfect time for you to hide while Liam turns into a bat. But he's not transforming. You ask him why the hell he's just standing there instead of changing. It's just seems a little cliche, doesn't it? A vampire turning into a bat. Honestly, I'm over it. I could turn into, for example, the concept of a bat. Now that would be a change worth making. You don't even know what that means. But if you can't get Liam to turn into something soon, he'll get you both caught. You quickly tell him to change into hot dog stand. General feeling of unease. Alright, magnificent. The perfect balance of abstraction and practicality. I admit I have difficulty imagining the concept of a bat, but a general feeling of unease, why I experience that many times a day. Liam disappears in a poof of purple smoke. You don't know where he's gone, but you sure don't feel good about it. What's the matter? Do you have your shirt on inside out? Have all of your friends just pretending to like you? Dear God, I have this feeling all the time. Just a general feeling of unease. I'm like, something's wrong. What is wrong? I can never pinpoint it, and that's called anxiety, my friends. Suddenly, the Slayer bursts in. She takes 1 step towards you and then stops. Why do I feel like this? I left my stove on when I left the house this morning? Shit. Slayer flees to check on her stove. Liam turns back into a vampire and you immediately feel better. Oh man, my soul has never felt so tormented. I'll do that more often. You hope he decides to do it when you're not around. But you're glad he's happy. You gain 2 smarts and 1 creativity. Fuck yeah, Liam's gonna go to prom with us! Now just to get this shitter thing taken care of. You just sat down to eat with Damien and Liam. Well, to eat with Damien, Liam's just taking pictures of his food. When a leather-clad figure drops from the air vent onto your table. It's the Slayer.
Prepare to die.
Lunchtime's over, dirtbags. Time to die. This always happens when we sit together. Your death-based rhetoric is offensive. Don't spoil my food pick. Oh, I'll spoil more than your food pick, Count Stankula. I'm about to spoil your face. Just his though, right? Both your faces. Fuck. The Slayer is right between the 3 of you. You can't save Liam and Damien, but if you act fast, you might be able to just save one. Replies Damien with the Lord. Yes. You launch into a hearty rendition of the Lord's Prayer, or of the Our Father. You've done this loads of times. It's not that the prayer has any kind of magical effect on Damien, you just can't resist criticizing it. Okay, first of all, he's not our father. I've got 2 dads, and neither of them is a holy asshole in a stupid clown palace. And thy kingdom come? What's that supposed to mean? Are we like praying for the end of the world now? Oh sure, beg him for your daily bread. What, are you in prison or something? Your omnipotent dad can't spring for better food than bread? What if you've got a gluten allergy? Do you still have to eat daily bread? Ugh, this is ridiculous. The Damien continues to rave. Liam snaps a few more artful pics of his lunch, and then carries it to another table. Ahem, are you done? Almost. I have a whole bit about the multiple papal revisions. It's really fucking vicious. Close enough. Eat holy water. You can't eat a liquid. It's Damien has a hard time forming any iconoclastic opinions with his flesh on fire. He flees the cafeteria and you retreat to sit at Liam's table. Now that he's done taking pictures of the food, he even lets you have some. This has been a real bonding experience.
Let's do this.
Alright. I want to up my charm. Just a little bit. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Podley, and Liam. You dive in to rescue them and straight into the season finale of The Interdimensional Bachelor. Good lord. Help. I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard.
Yes.
Oh my god, we're on a game show! Yes, indeed. Tonight, you three will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes I'm gonna win! I don't even care what the prize is! Your what? Your wife? What a revolting premise. So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios, our answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you. That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone who ever wants to play such a tawdry dating game. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question! That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and send the prince packing. Isn't you with a grandmother's wedding ring still attached to my naked grandmother? Dawn hinges, bees pour out. One of these is bold. And I think the other one is creative? Hi, Patrick. Which one's creative? Bees? Okay, I guess we'll do bees and see what happens. Bees was bold. You unhinge your jaw and unleash the bees. Wait, why were there bees inside your mouth? You fool! Your childish prank has destabilized the fabric of the pocket dimension. It's coming apart around us. Ah! Help! My shoes are turned into lizards! I liked those shoes! What's this? All the money in my wallet has turned into moths? You'll pay for this. No part of me is turning into animal, but I suddenly care about things? This is all your fault. Why don't you just answer the words with words? Why did it have to be bees? But you can't take back the past. You spend the next 1,000 years traversing various horrifying dimensions with the prince and your 3 pissed off friends. No time has passed when you return home, but you'll never forget. And Liam, Vera, and Polly will also never forget. Cool, I didn't lose any of the stats I need. Ooh.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay. I don't know. Up my charm for funsies. You look over your shoulder and realize Liam has been staring at you for probably the last 45 minutes. He's so silent. Hey, I was just wondering if you would like to, perhaps, sit next to me in a large, darkened room with silently passing judgment on a popular film. And afterwards we could adjourn, possibly to an eating establishment, where I can watch and take artistic photos as you consume calories. Well, of course you would. You'd absolutely love to. Oh boy, are you two going on a date? What? No. What have you been doing here? Eavesdropping? What do you mean it isn't a date? Aren't you asked to go out to dinner and a movie? I'm not asking out anyone. It's not a date. Dating is a cheesy, cliched artifact of heteronormative monoculture. Well, if it's not a date, what is it? Damn, coach, if you can't convince Liam this isn't a date, he may not go out with you at all. You think fast and tell them. It's not a date. It's a date. Wink? Performance art. Liam forgot to tell you it was... Okay. Performance. That's creativity. Duck costumes. Duck costume. Well, that changes everything. It does? Sure it does. Thought you were truly planning a romantic evening when really you're just trying to show your school spirit. But the school's mascot isn't a duck. Well, of course not, but you know what they say, it's not the mascot that matters, it's the dressing up in a hot foam rubber costume. Your aphorisms truly are the best. Thank you. But I suppose dressing up as 2 giant ducks would subvert expectations to a delightful degree. It's settled. Later that night, you and Liam are kicked out of a movie theater for being giant ducks. Liam writes a scathing blog post about it. It's the best not date you've ever had. You gain 2 fun and 1 smarts. Sure.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda gently sorts her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science. How hard can it be? It's just silverware. Just silverware? I suppose the food in your pick is just food? No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a post-modern industrialized mega society. Well, my silverware is a metaphor for... silverware? Yes! Is that not enough? Yeah. Vera's snakes eat, Vera eats, I think. I think everyone except for Liam and Polly eat. I think. It's more than enough. But can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now and I don't want to lose it. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. You can speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Try the picture fork you're taking pictures of. Nothing conveys elegance and taste like a gloating spoon. I don't know which one is up with Liam. Second one? Nope. Ah yes, the gloating spoon, the most distinguished of utensils. What's a gloating spoon? Well, of course you wouldn't know about it. Rude. No, I wasn't being rude. Rudeness is simply the way one must introduce a gloating spoon. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Well, of course you didn't. You're not as cultured as I am. Such smug superiority. I'm no match for this spoon. Miranda produces the gloating spoon with much fanfare. It looks like a regular spoon to you, but then what do you know, you peasant? You convince Miranda to spend some time with you after lunch, lovingly explaining the spoon's finer points, even though spoons don't have points. Okay,
Let's do this.
I need to get some creativity in case I lose some creativity. Because I need to have 16 creativity. Okay. Later that day, Damien invites Liam and you to his house. He looks as if he hasn't eaten in the last 2 days. Guys, I haven't eaten in the last 2 days. I can't with this. This Caganer thing is driving me crazy. I kind of see it. You know what they say. When you have a wall covered in pictures and newspaper articles connected by thread, you can tell your obsession is becoming unhealthy. Alright, I need everyone to look at the options it gives me when I get options and look at my stats and help me figure out which one to pick, because this is the last part and I just want one secret ending, please. Who said that? Probably one of them. Let me write that on a post-it note and put it on my Caganer conspiracy board. Yeah, what an okay thing to have. Gone to all kinds of websites looking for information. I registered on some Caganer conspiracy forums. God bless the internet. We're not the only ones startled by this shitter thing. I've been discussing all kinds of theories. Climate change total hoax 77 made a strong point about the Illuminati being involved in this. He also claimed global warming might not be real and somewhat tied to this too. Worth noting. Sounds like a very credible source, yes. Then, France is not real shared her conspiracy board with me, who concluded that the Caganer guy might have been involved in the JFK assassination. JFK assassination was not that long ago. It was like within the past 100 years, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think that that's true. Finally, Chemtrails Baron was kind of useless on the Caganer thing, but he gave me sick tips to build my own fashionable tinfoil hat. Made a pair for you too. Thanks, I guess? But I still have no clue why the Catalans put a random guy taking a shit next to baby Jesus. Maybe there is no mystery. Maybe it's irrelevant and certainly an unhealthy fixation for you. But Damien's scream is interrupted by the sound of his door being blasted open, revealing none other than the Pope? What the fuck? Well, well, well. Look who we have here. Damien, Liam, and Tori. I have 3 bullets with your names on them. The Pope is holding 2 fucking guns. He's so badass, he's somehow pointing them at all 3 of you. Oh no, the Pope. Are you here to hunt us down for our many sins and crimes? What? No. Who cares about that? No. Today I'm here because you've been sniffing around the Church's secrets with your silly Caganer case. You're getting too close to the truth, and I can't let you do that. I have to protect the Catholic Church, and apparently you can't send home priests to do a pope. You can't send priests to do a pope's job. But we have no fucking idea about the truth behind the Caganer. If you tell us the truth, we're super okay with you killing us afterwards. Tell us, for God's sake. Or, you know, maybe don't kill us at all. Shut up. People will start to ask questions and follow your lead. If not you, someone else will find the truth. I need to send a message to all those who might be as nosy as you. No, Mr. Pope, don't kill us. See, we can create a diversion so no one will ever ask questions about the Caganer again. You'll see, our diversion plan is Liam is too nervous, as is to be expected from someone being held at gunpoint by none other than the Pope. It's up to you to come up with a diversion plan so good that you can call him the Pope. Great attention from the mystery behind the Caganer by turning it into a mindless souvenir, selling toys of various celebrities taking shit as if they were the Caganer. With all the resources of the Catholic Church to combine the 2 strongest entertainment forces in the world, K-pop and Garfield. My thoughts are that the top one is creativity and the bottom one is bold. You thought the top was smarts? I was like, if any of them are smarts, it's the bottom one. Bottom isn't smart? Okay. So I should choose the top one. Thanks. I don't think that the top one is money. It's smarts! It's smarts! We've done it! Pope stares at you in silence. Like, any celebrity? Yes, any. Even Joey from Friends. I love Friends, and Joey's very silly. Remember when he says, "How you doing?" Yes, we will make Joey into a tiny shitting toy to celebrate the Caganer tradition. People will be too distracted to ask any questions about the church's dark secrets. Well, Joey pooping. It'd be very, very silly. Sure, Mr. Pope, it would definitely be the silliest thing. Yes, indeed. I love to watch Friends reruns to pull off steam after all my Pope duties. Such a classic. The little poping Jewy? That's... Anyways, little poping Joey would be the perfect thing for me to stop being nosy about the terrible, huge secret around the Caganer. Yeah, I did get held at gunpoint by the Pope. This Tori sure is the mastermind. You should keep her around. She is what we would call in the Catholic Church prom material. Hey, what? Thanks, but also... What? So, we good? Sure. The Pope leaves Damien's room, muttering to himself, pooping Joey. What the fuck? That was close. Turns out you were right this whole time. Damien, perhaps we were flying too close to the sun. And we didn't get to punch it, but one day I will unveil the mystery behind the fucking awesome Caganer. Who knows? Maybe one day we will. Spend the rest of the day building your own nativity scene as a bonding experience. And yes, and as a random guy taking a shit next to baby Jesus. What a beautiful adventure. You're getting 2 fun and 1 creativity. Wow. Wow. Okay. How ironic. No.
Let's do this.
Kind of. In the end, we didn't get a chance to crack the code of the Caganer. Some things are better if they stay a mystery, Damien. I guess. Okay, let me give you a nondescript winter holiday present in the form of a new Catalan tradition for you to know.
Huh?
Another one?
Rad.
Fuck yes! Although I find it hard to believe it will be better than the Caganer. Are you sure? Let me tell you about the cogito, or the shitting log. During the Christmas season, Catalan families put a smiling log in their homes and feed it for some days.
So
Christmas Eve, kids beat the shit out of the log with sticks while singing merry songs. If they beat the cogito hard enough, it poops sweets and presents. This is precious, a true Christmas miracle.
Yo.
Hey, you two, you've been so nice tagging along with me on this Caganer Odyssey. Would you want to spend these holidays with my dads and me down in hell? Hell yeah! Sure, why not?
Fucking
And so you three
metal.
spend Christmas together down in hell, celebrating a very weird Catalan tradition. Aw, number one blue dad. Wow, I think I've seen that log before and I'm very confused. The experience enriches you in the culture of beautiful European region while letting you literally beat the shit out of a smiling log. Grown closer thanks to your wacky misadventures around a mysterious ancient tradition and an unspoken secret of the Catholic Church. Also, you finally get to meet Damien's dads. Sweet. So that was the secret ending. We've had 2 secret endings out of 34. Most likely to be tasty if eaten by other people. If idiots could fly, this place would be an airport. Type. Alright, let's see what it says. Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. Now designs Momentgram filters. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Damien found peace in the most unexpected way. He kept punching everything till one day he punched his own anger to death. He's written a book about it. Okay. Alright, so this is where we end it, after Tristan's had a stroke. So, if you wanted to know more about us and when we're streaming, you can check out our Twitter. That's where I post the stream schedule every Sunday. Also, just like team updates and things and memes. Our YouTube has all of our VODs. And then we have our website where you can find about us, about each team member, and some game reviews that I've written. And then also, we have a product on Pathfinder Infinite, which is called Heroic Crafting. It is variant crafting rules for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We also have a TikTok that I post Twitch clips to. But yeah, let me see if I can find somebody to raid. I'm gonna send you over to Screaming Doggo, who's playing Night in the Woods. Bye-bye!